Nameless Love Song. Written by Ohadidik. Read by Arashi. It was an evening in Uchiura. The stars were shining as two girls were standing outside on a balcony together. The two girls were exasperated, to say the least. Initially, as a three-man unit, they were reduced to two when their other member had to leave for shiny duties. Whatever she meant by that. Lyric writing is so difficult. Lyric writing is so difficult. It's so much easier when you have 9 minds working at it, whined the girl with dark hair. I told you that you should have had some ideas or prompts ready for this, Yok-chan. You know it isn't easy to come up with them on the spot. Her red-haired friend retorted back to her. Well, I had some ideas, but I thought I could just wing it. That's how I typically go about my live streams. I just go for them, Yoshiko muttered. She spoke up. You're the musically gifted one in Aqua, though. Shouldn't you have an easier time with this more than me? Yohane thought she cornered her friend with this line. Riko was caught off guard with this revelation, and she said in a scolding tone, I'm the composer, you idiot. I just come up with the melodies. All this bickering caught the attention of someone who lived only a short distance from Riko's balcony. A classmate of hers had walked by and spotted her fellow idol members. Oh, Miko-chan! Hi! Hey, Yoshiko-chan! The two girls on the balcony were completely unaware that they caught the attention of a classmate. They stopped their banter to redirect their attention to the Mikon-haired girl. It's Yohane! Good evening, my little demon. Chika-chan, sorry if we made a racket. We're just tired from not being able to write correctly, Riko explained in a kind tone. She didn't want to drag Chika into this. Lyric writing is hard, isn't it? Can you blame me for ever getting sidetracked so easily? Chika said with a smirk. Riko pouted. You typically have plenty of time, though. Don't start. I was kidding. It really is hard, though. But what works for me is just to write about any ideas you have. Go with the flow, Chika explained. Her method was obvious, but seemed like sound advice. It's getting late. You two should probably finish up and let Yoshiko-chan go home. Though I wish you luck. Do your best and don't give up. I'll see you later, Chika hurriedly says, wanting to leave her friends to finish her work. Well, that's probably the safest idea to write something. It's probably easier said than done, Yoshiko said. No, she may have a point. Do you still have your list of prompts on you? Riko asked curiously. Anything now would be worth a shot to her. Yoshiko was already annoyed at Riko's blatant hypocrisy, taking Chika's advice, but not thinking her own idea of winging it was dumb. She drops it to respond. Well, kind of. They're just rough ideas at the moment, and I haven't expanded much on them, Yoshiko says, while slowly pulling out her smartphone. She scrolled through some screens before finally reaching her notes. Yoshiko says under her breath, Love song, a love song about the deep sea, love song about fragility, love song about strawberries, love song. Riko, hearing these brief mentions, just piqued her curiosity. She ponders out loud. You have a lot of ideas for love song ideas. Have you ever been in love before? Yoshiko's cheeks gained a pink tinge. Well? She looked down in embarrassment, but tried to rebound with feigned confidence. A fallen angel has no need for love. Her little demons fall for her charms and good looks. A queen would never fall back. Riko didn't fall for it. With that response alone, she knew Yoshiko was making it up. You haven't, have you? Yoshiko's arrogance deflated. No, I haven't. Riko couldn't help but giggle at her companion. You don't have to worry about it, Yok-chan. You'll find someone. You're cute, and your dorkiness is a charm for some, Riko stated, while patting Yoshiko on the head. Yoshiko went from light pink to a bright red. She wasn't going to stand for this. Shut up, Riri! I already know a little demon will fall for me, just like the rest of them. Riko almost regretted complimenting her for a moment. The clock had struck 9 p.m., and they weren't anywhere close to finishing their lyrics. They needed to come up with something. Just a start. Here's the plan. I'll play a melody, and you just sing about one of the topics you have. Sound good? Rico rushingly asked. I guess that's worth a shot. Sounds tough, though, Yoshiko complained. Just try it. Rico sat down at her piano and began to play a new melody. Yoshiko ponders for a few moments before beginning to sing out. A few moments later, Yoshiko had successfully managed to sing a song off the top of her head. Rico looks back at her in amazement and asks, Yoshiko-chan, that was amazing! Did you come up with that now? The fallen angel chuckles. It was just another skill I hid from you, my little demon. Only a select few will ever know. Congratulations, Didi. Rico almost ignores what she says and goes on to ask her, What idea was it under in your notes? Do you have a name for it? Yoshiko stares blankly. This was only an idea she had. She didn't think too far ahead for this to work out. No. I just have one titled Love Song with no name, Yoshiko said quietly. Rico's face brightens. That might be a good theme. A love song without a name. A song so powerful in love that has no name. What do you think? Yoshiko agreed. It was the best thing they could come up with. And let's get to writing. The sooner we're done, the better, Rico said quickly. They both gather at Rico's kitchen table and proceed to write down all they could think of, including Yoshiko's on-the-spot vocals. 20 minutes later, they had finished their song. This song is looking good. We'll run this by Mari-san and ask her what she thinks about it. And hopefully, we can get a full composition piece for this next time, Rico said with more confidence. She looks at the clock to realize it's 10:30 p.m. We should probably get you home now, Yoshiko-chan. It's too late for you to still be out here. It's okay. My mom knew I was going to be out late, so she was ready to come get me as soon as we finished. We've got some time to kill until then. The two girls continued to sit at Rico's kitchen table until it was time to go. Rico tries to break the silence. Good work today, Yok-chan. I'm really impressed you were able to break our writer's block. Yoshiko looks on smugly. Well, of course, my little demon. I only had to use a fraction of my power to come up with a guilty love song. Just another one for our track list. Also, I don't know if I ever mentioned this, but you're a really good singer, too. You can belt out those high notes. I could never do that. Rico complimented her again. Hey, don't say that about yourself, Riri. You're a good singer, too. Yoshiko's demeanor changed, trying now to parry the compliment back to sender. Rico said bluntly, Not really. I try my best, but I'm still not very good. You're objectively better than me. I pale in comparison to you and Mari-san. Yoshiko pouts back. Rico, don't say that about yourself. You're a fine singer, and you're worthy of being in Guilty Kiss. Don't demean yourself anymore. Or I'll have to reconsider your place. Because you totally would do that. I know you need me around this unit, Yok-chan, Rico said confidently. Rico was right. Having someone like her really carried Guilty Kiss musically wise. Lyrically, that was always up to Mari and Yoshiko, but having a composer at almost all times was an advantage. But that wasn't the only reason. Yoshiko had a crush. A big one, actually. The only reason Mari couldn't come was because Yoshiko wanted alone time with Rico. Just once, so they could grow closer as friends. Or maybe more. Only time would tell. And with all the compliments she had received over the past 3 hours, maybe there was something there. Eventually, her ride came to pick Yoshiko up. She hurried down, and they had finally gone home. On her silent ride home, she received a text from a friend. M. I was gone for like 3 hours. Did you end up telling her what you felt? Why? I didn't do it today, but I have a feeling she might like me back. IDK, just a hunch. M. Let's go! You can get this, Yohane. I believe in you. Yoshiko longingly stares at her phone screen for a minute before she looks up at the same stars she had seen with Rico only hours ago. She was happy she could spend some quality time with her friend, but the only thing she wanted more was to have spent time with someone she could love. Just imagining about it made her heart flutter. What Rico had asked was true. Yoshiko was in love before. Only it wasn't reciprocated yet.